somebody that you think is a sleeper pick for MVP.
Okay, if I'm as all in on the Rams as I have been for the last few months, I need to back it up. Dark horse. Look, Matt Stafford wasn't voted in the top 100 this year. Not top 100. Is that dark horse enough? He's not in the top 100 of the NFL's top 100. You might roll your eyes and say, oh, Stafford, he's not a dark horse. Yeah, he is. Stafford, he's got no playoff wins in his career, 11 years stuck in Detroit. And now he goes to Los Angeles, and I think the Rams are going to be awesome this year. Even before the Sony Michel trade they made today, I think their focus is on passing the ball. I think he's going to put up huge numbers, and I think he's going to be a different version of himself. The Rams are going to be really good, and if they're really good, they're going to have a quarterback who's in MVP contention. Last year, we saw Tom Brady go down to Tampa, and everyone said, well, it's going to take him a while to adjust, and once he does, he'll catch fire. I feel like Stafford's had the benefit of having an entire offseason with the team. He's had the benefit of an actual training camp. He's had the benefit of preseason action, though he hasn't been playing. He's been with the team, and they've been going through the motions with these joint practices that the other teams did not have last year for first-year quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford is my dark horse MVP candidate. He might be my pick for the MVP when we do these in a couple of weeks. That's a horse noise.
I like
because
it.
we are a full-service television show.
That's right.
Do you like the Sony Michel ad?
Yeah, I love it.
Right?
A fifth-round pick, yeah. And at this case, it was one of those deals where you lose Cam Akers, who's obviously the one. Henderson dings his thumb up again. That's the third time Henderson's been injured. You can't say he's injury-prone, but you also can't say, okay, we're fine with Darren. Bringing in Sony Michel's insurance is great. Stafford's a Georgia guy. He's a Georgia guy. I like the fit. Thomas Brown, the running backs coach, was actually Sony Michel's position coach in 2015.
That matters.
So that stuff
figure out
matters.
Will the Rams ever make a draft pick again, ever?
They don't
Never.
have to.
Ever. Yeah, they don't have to.
They don't have to.
Okay.
This is your second time selecting Matt as your dark horse MVP.
I know. Are you
last
going to
year.
go Rams Super Bowl?
I like that.
You went to Detroit MVP last year?
Yep.
As my dark horse,
Dark
I went
horse.
Stafford.
The
And you know
same
what?
conversation.
You know what?
Back-to-back years.
He had the numbers until he got hurt. He was putting up crazy numbers.
He was.
Put up the numbers.
Okay.
Now I think they have the wins, too.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. I do love the fact that Matt Stafford, he feels like he has a chance to revitalize his career. And on top of that, he's handcuffed to one of the best offensive minds in Sean McVay.
Okay.
Speaking of a player being attached to one of the best offensive minds,
Name's Sean.
I'm going with Jameis Winston. Yes.
You're really?
I'm going with
MVP.
Jameis Winston. Dark horse.
It says
MVP.
sleeper right there on the screen. That's a sleeper.
Do boldly what you do it all.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Now, I might be having a little bit of recency bias, as we love to do here on the show, but going 9 for 10, throwing for a couple of let's just keep it real. Out of the preseason balls thrown, that one right there is at the top of the list. Like, name another quarterback that threw a ball during the first few weeks of the preseason that is better than that
Of
one.
all the throws in the preseason against the Jaguars, Nate, this is definitely the best.
It was a great throw.
Spit my drink out.
Jameis Winston, we know all of the things that he had done and fixed, and the injury, the repaired thumb,
About LASIK
eyesight,
surgery.
the LASIK
Hey,
eyesight.
okay.
And more importantly, just sitting back, being removed from the game, having the starting position ripped from you, where now you literally have to become a better version of yourself by watching one of the best quarterbacks of all time in Drew Brees. And he is handcuffed to Sean Payton. Do we honestly think that Sean Payton is going to roll out of bed and have a bad season? I don't believe he is.
I don't think he is.
You put him in the category of Mike Tomlin. Like, it's rare that we look back at an NFL season and we say, man, well, Sean Payton and his squad really blew that. They're never terrible. All right, so I just feel like Sean Payton doesn't get enough credit for what he's going to bring to the table with Jameis Winston. You don't think he's looking at Jameis saying, all right, Drew Brees was a legend. But towards the end of his career, he didn't have that arm strength. We couldn't push the ball downfield. Now, in preseason game number 2, 53 yards of air thrown in the football, which was at the most in 5 years. So I just feel like Sean Payton is going to bring something to the table that is going to shock the world.
So Sean Payton should get the MVP.
Jameis Winston will have 4,500 yards and 40 TDs this season.
How many interceptions? How many interceptions? Interceptions. It
10
matters.
to 15?
10
10 to 15.
We love you. I'm not going to bring you
crying?
down. Go. This is Nate's last shot.
I know it's fun. It's like, oh, Nate, you're really taking a reach. He threw for 5,000 yards. You know how many quarterbacks threw for 5,000 yards? We can laugh about the 30 for 30 and the recklessness of him throwing interceptions. But if you have a coach that can grab you by your collar and say, listen here, kid, don't throw the ball away. We have a chance to win the game. And not only that, I'm going to make these reads easier for you so you don't have to force the ball downfield. And the best thing we heard is Jameis Winston said, I know now that I don't always have to be Batman.
Right.
He wasn't saying that in Tampa. I'm telling you, You can laugh now.
No one's laughing.
Hey, Jameis Winston is
Actually
going to
kinda-
torch defenses.
He could do it. He's got the
He's going to torch
ability.
defenses this year.
What?
I truly believe that.
That's great. That's a deep sleeper.
That's why I'm not laughing, because you asked for a sleeper pick. I say Stafford, who everyone's hot on. I appreciate the deep.
So do I.
I appreciate it.
So do I. Yeah. I love you, Nate.
I'll go with
Yeah.
another quarterback. Quarterbacks they win this thing. They do. So I'm going to go with one that I think has been unheralded. The most efficient passer in the National Football League. His name is Ryan Tannehill. He took over as a starter back in 2019. Since then, he's gone 18-8, 66 total touchdowns, just 12 interceptions. That is crazy. That is absolutely wild. And now he gets Julio Jones. Tell me that Tannehill does not have the best trio of playmakers around him in the entire league.
He does.
That's
AJ,
argument.
Derek, and Julio.
Argument.
Beat that three.
Who's a better trio?
You want to talk Kelsey and Tyreek? Who's the third? Who's better than that?
Dak's got a pretty good crew around him.
Little unproven, a little bit, and with CD.
I love
think
that
this
you're
is
helping me. Thanks.
Titans are awesome.
If he keeps ascending the way he has been, and this Titans team is a 1 or 2 seed in the AFC, why can't it be Ryan Tannehill? And I will say, people will say, how can he be the MVP if he's got the best trio in the National Football League?
That's how it works.
Patrick Mahomes had Tyreek and Kelsey. We did not knock him for that. Peyton Manning had Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne and Edgerrin James, and he still won. Matt Ryan had Julio, Devontae, and Kyle Shanahan's offense, and we did not take that away from him. So do not tell me that having a good supporting cast can take away from your MVP love and candidacy.
But if Derrick Henry leads the NFL in rushing, are we giving Ryan Tannehill
It's
the
a
MVP?
great question. I think they're going to pass more than we think. We'll see.
He's already won
All up
comeback
to
player
the
of the year.
offensive coordinator, as Peter's thinking
Yeah.
right now. I'm reading his mind.
Todd Downing, it's on you, pal. How you
Yep.
gonna do it? Let's
TD.
go. I like it, Kay.
He's
Again,
handcuffed to Todd Downing.
again, though, the easy pick there in Tennessee is say Derrick Henry. Kay, I appreciate Tannehill.
What do you think?
Kyle,
He's
this-
not handcuffed to Jameis?
this better be
Sean?
If we're talking sleepers, let's go to sleep. Let's do, and what are they in like the sci-fi movies? They do that like cryo sleep where they travel in time. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna say my deep sleeper, the shock the world, head spinning, oh my God, that actually happened, is the MVP of the National Football League is Devontae Adams. Now let's get into this. The Green Bay Packers wide receiver.
Okay.
It's never happened. There's never been an NFL MVP as wide receiver. I thought for sure Rice won one. Jerry Rice never won it. Calvin had almost 2,000 yards, didn't win it because he didn't get to the playoffs. I think it's possible, and I think it's possible because he's that good, that in his prime, and obviously the quarterback thing. Now listen, we're just coming off a college football season which a wide receiver won the Heisman Trophy. And then his quarterback went on to become a pro first-round pick of the Patriots. So don't tell me it's not possible. Let's look at what Devontae would have to do, because I have kind of an idea. These are the greatest single-season receiving seasons ever. Calvin Johnson, 1,900, only 5 touchdowns, 18, Rice, Jones, AB, Isaac Bruce. I think Devontae needs. If he gets 2,000 yards, I think he can be the MVP.
You think they would give it to him over Rodgers?
It's an interesting nuance there, where Rodgers' numbers would have to go down a little bit. Plus, he's going to have the little bit of apathy from the voters because he won it last year, and that always hurts. Plus, I think sometimes these voters are looking to do things they've never done before. I think it would be a great story. I think voters love Green Bay. I think there's a whole factor there, and I think that if he puts up 1,800, 1,900, 2,000 yards, I think he could do it. I really do. Rodgers' numbers would have to dip a little bit.
He would have to throw some interceptions. Rodgers would have to.
Rodgers throw a few picks,
Right.
and then clearly Devontae emerges as the best player on maybe the best team in the league, which will also help. I think it's possible, and I think it should happen. Never a wide receiver ever in history. Jerry Rice never won the MVP. I think Devontae could do it. That's my deep sleeper.
My question to you guys would be, how does he win it over Foster Moreau?
That's my
How
guy.
does he win it over Quez Watkins
That's a good question.
and Chuba Hubbard? How do any of those guys win over those 3 candidates?
I want to throw Ramondre Stevenson into the Patriots.
That's fair.
These are all
Marquez Callaway.
Jamil
Yes.
Showers.
Jamil Showers.